Good morning, students. Today I am starting my class from the topic of Internet and World Wide Web. Okay. Now, in this topic, we are going to have a look at the subtopic that is domain name server. Okay. So, we'll start our class from this topic, that is what is domain name server. Okay. So, let us understand. So, what is the meaning of a domain name server? A domain name server is something that translates human readable domain. As you all know, domain means the name of the URL itself. Like for example, if we are looking at www.google.com, so what is the name of the domain? The name of the domain itself is google.com. Okay? So, it is translating it into a human readable one. Okay? Now, every domain has a registered IP address also. Okay. So, therefore, if we request for a page, the response will be coming for the readable IP. Okay. Like for example, I am viewing this website python.mykvs.in. I am getting response from the IP address of their server, which is 182.56.84.26. Okay. So this is how the response mechanism is created. Whenever we request for a page, the response comes from the IP address of that page. Okay. The IP address or the internet protocol address of the page gives us the valid response. Okay. Now, whenever we make a HTTP request, what is the meaning of HTTP request? That is the protocol request. We will get the protocol response. That means with the help of HTTP request, we can get the content of the page. So, here the most important thing you all have to understand is what is domain name. Domain name is the name of a website. Okay. Example, python.mykvs.in. Okay. This is the primary domain. What is the primary domain? Python.mykvs. Now, what is the country specific domain that was used here? That was .in. For example, www.google.com. So, Google is the domain name and .com is the generic domain name. That is, what is the purpose of using the domain? Com means commercial domain. Edu means educational domain. Gov means government domain. Mil means military and strategical intelligence domain. Net means network domain. And .org means organizational domain. Okay. So, in this way, for example, take an example of Amazon itself, Amazon website, amazon.co.uk. That means commercial domain of United Kingdom. And if we search in India, it's amazon.in. That is the Indian specific domain of Amazon. Now, coming to the concept of URL. URL is the global address of any document. Okay. The global address of any document across the world is treated as URL. Okay. Because this global address is a part of the resource of World Wide Web. Okay. This global address is a part of a resource of World Wide Web. Whatever URL of the page is created, that is present in the World Wide Web server, which is maintained by W3C. Okay. So, URL is just a small address. Imagine URL as just a house number in the multiverse, in the entire globe. There are so many houses in the world, each are denoted by their numbers, and URL is their number or the unique address. Okay. Now, there is a question. Is an IP address same as URL? Now, here see, forgot to tell you the URL structure. Just see. First, it will be protocol, followed by the subdomain, then the domain name, and then the path of the document. Here, just wait. I actually clicked over the link. You can see that was a proper URL because when I am clicking, it is redirecting to a page. Okay. So, URL is followed by that of a protocol. This is HTTP, Python, which is the subdomain, MyKVS, which is the domain name, and this is the file link. That is why I was redirected to that page of the computer science syllabus of class 12. Anyway, so is an IP address same as that of URL or web address? No. An IP address is a unique number. Now this IP address is the house number that gives the unique address, okay, on the World Wide Web. But whereas DNS translates into an IP. What is the difference basically? IP address is a unique number, but every domain name is assigned with a unique IP. So IP and DNS is not the same. Rather, every domain name server needs an IP for unique identification. Let me just make you understand in this simple way. If your house number is your IP address, the name of your house, the plot number, the landmark becomes your DNS or the domain name server. Understood? Now coming to email. As we all know that email is the short form for electronic mail. So email is an information that is stored in the computer where information is exchanged in a very fast or hassle-free manner. This exchange becomes so fast that we can transmit messages in a very short span. Okay. Now what are the features of email? We can automatically reply to the messages. We can forward messages. We can send copy of the messages using CC and BCC tags. Okay. You already know carbon copy and blind carbon copy. We can send copy of the messages. Sometimes messages can be automatically filled by email catchers. Okay. And there are basically facilities also. We call it grabbers or catchers, email grabbers or catchers, which can autofill your messages. We have also a concept called address book that stores the address of all the persons whom you have sent the mail. And we also get prior notification if the message is delivered or undelivered. Okay. So what are the basic email functions? The basic email functions are: we can send and receive mail messages. We can save our messages in a file. We can print our mail messages, and we can reply to the mail messages, and also we can attach files. Okay. Now what is the structure of a email message? Email message has got a, or an email address has got a 3-tier structure, followed by a username, okay, then the compulsory @ sign, and finally the address of the mail server. For example, see this mail address, feedback is the username, okay, MyKVS, feedback.mykvs is the username, @ is the mail separator, and the mail server is gmail.com. So if somebody is having a mail address at abc1234, so abc1234 becomes what? abc1234 will become the, once again, so abc1234 will become the username, okay, @ becomes the separator, alright, and the gmail.com becomes the mail server. Now this will be the last topic for today, email client, in our revision class. So what is an email client? An email client is a computer program that is used to manage a user's email. So any computer program that has the capacity to manage users' email is called email client. Like all email clients, like if we use Microsoft Outlook, that is an email client. Gmail is an email client. Mozilla Thunderbird is an email client. So there is, now many students tell me, sir, we can send mail without Gmail. Yes, you can. If you remember your Gmail user ID and password, you can even send mail from Microsoft Outlook. You will not need Gmail. Okay. So that will be the end of today's class. Now I am giving you certain questions on the basis of which you have to answer or send me your assignment today. And that I'll be sending you in the WhatsApp group. The work will be sent in the WhatsApp group. Whereas I request all of you to please kindly go through the video, because on that basis only you will get today's assignment or work. Okay. Thank you, children.